Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about a huge, hidden problem in public finance, the dreaded vendor payment bottleneck. For any state treasury or controller's office, making sure vendors get paid on time is absolutely critical. So let's dive in and see how we can fix this.
So at its heart, this is really the whole story. On one side, you've got the old way of doing things, manual processing. And let's be honest, it's slow, it's super easy to make mistakes, and it's just plain risky. But on the other side, we have automated processing. We're talking fast, accurate, and totally compliant. This is the big shift we're going to break down today.
All right, first up, let's really get into the weeds of the problem. This is the manual payment bottleneck, and it's a huge daily headache for state treasury and controllers' offices everywhere. I want you to just picture this for a second. You have clerks, right? And they are literally drowning in a sea of emails and digital folders. They have to manually check every single invoice against purchase orders, against contracts. It's this massive mountain of boring, repetitive work they have to tackle day in and day out.
So you have to ask yourself, what's the actual cost of all this manual work? I mean, it's not just about the hours people are putting in. It goes way deeper than that, creating risks and delays that affect, well, everything.
Okay, so let's get specific about the pain points here. We're talking about someone having to manually type data into these, ancient legacy systems. Then there's the super time-consuming validation process. And what does that lead to? Delayed audit reports. And of course, the big one, a super high risk of human error. Every single step is a place where things can go wrong, and that creates major delays and frankly some serious compliance nightmares.
But you know what? There is a much, much better way. The answer isn't about making people work harder. It's about working smarter. And that's where this amazing technology comes in, robotic process automation, or what we call RPA.
So what on earth is RPA? Well, the easiest way to think about it is like a digital employee. These are software robots that can literally mimic what a person does on a computer, clicking buttons, copying and pasting info, filling out forms. And here's the magic part. They work with the systems you already have. You don't need fancy new APIs or complicated integrations. They just work.
And this quote? It really just hits the nail on the head. We're past the point where this is just a nice to have. For any modern government finance department, automating this stuff is absolutely essential. It's about being efficient and accountable.
Okay, theory is great, but how does this actually work in the real world? Let's take a look at a tool called ZAPTEST to see exactly how it takes that messy manual process and turns it into a super smooth, totally automated journey from start to finish. So check this out. It's a 4-step process. First, you have intelligent intake. That's where the system just grabs all the documents it needs. Next, automated validation. The bot checks everything and flags anything that looks off. No human needed. Third, it takes all that correct info and enters it right into your old legacy systems. And finally, boom, audit-ready reporting. Clean, perfect reports just like that. It's so simple and streamlined.
Now, you might be wondering, how does it work with my ancient system? Well, this is the really cool part. It uses something called AI-powered computer vision. The software can literally see the screen and interact with any application just like your eyes and hands would. And why is that a game changer? Because it means even the oldest, clunkiest systems can be automated without touching a single line of code. It's amazing.
Okay, so that all sounds pretty great in theory, but what about the actual results? Let's talk numbers. Let's look at the real, measurable impact this has on operations. Get ready for this. The first number is just wow. An 80% reduction in processing time. Let that sink in. A task that used to take a whole day, it can now be done in about an hour. That is a total game changer for getting through backlogs and making sure vendors are paid on time.
And all that speed, it leads directly to this, a potential 10x return on investment. We're not just talking about saving a little money here and there. We're talking about making the entire treasury operation 10 times more valuable and efficient.
And believe it or not, it gets even better. Because when you get rid of manual data entry, you get rid of human error, period. That means every payment is perfectly audit compliant, which is huge for preventing fraud. But maybe the best part? It lets your skilled people stop being data entry clerks and start focusing on the important stuff, like oversight and handling the tricky exceptions.
So when you put it all together, you see that we're talking about something much bigger than just a piece of software. This is a whole new way of thinking about public finance. It's the new reality for government treasuries.
At the end of the day, this is what it's all about. Automation lets government do more with the resources it has. It gives agencies the power to scale up their work efficiently, while also being more transparent and making much, much smarter use of public money.
So that leaves us with just one last thing to think about. The technology to fix these problems that have been around for ages, it's here. It's ready. The only question left is your Treasury ready for it?